These papers hold my future for the next week. I'm hoping week. And I'm gonna take you with me. Hello everybody and welcome back to another crochet video. This one is going to be unhinged, I'm going to tell you now. I recently discovered the absolutely wonderful world of beaded crochet, and rather than doing a tutorial on how to learn it, I did just teach myself. And the first project that I made was this little guy right here. Now this is like a perfectly normal size tapestry, you know? It's cute, it's quirky, it's beautiful. I decided to take it up a notch. If y'all didn't know, I am a massive Taylor Swift enthusiast. I don't think you can see it from here, but that flower board actually has a Taylor Swift quote on it from a song. Like, I love Taylor Swift so much. Oh, actually, you're right next to my Taylor Swift shrine. That cube is all Taylor Swift. Oh, and that. Like, I genuinely love her and her music so much. Go ahead and hate me for it if you want. It's kind of old school that you hate people for liking stuff that they like. But, but I got the absolute amazing opportunity to go to the Eras Tour last year. It is actually to the day, minus 2 days, to the day that I went to the Eras Tour a year ago. I went Seattle night 2, and that was a little bit over a year ago now, which is just absolutely bonkers insane to me. Like, it's insane. But for those of you who may be unfamiliar with Taylor Swift and like Taylor Swift lore, for like lack of a better term, she recently released her 11th album, The Tortured Poets Department, which was so good. It's one of my favorite albums. There was a double album too, like it was just so crazy insane. But because she released 11 albums, her tour merch changed. And I don't have the money to buy more tour merch. Taylor, I'm sorry. I have like 3 sweatshirts and a t-shirt. You're on my wall. I have a popcorn bucket. There's a cup somewhere. Like, I can't, Taylor. I'm broke. But then I realized in the title of her tour, the Eras Tour, there are 11 letters. Do you know how many albums Taylor's released? 11! Now, if you were just completely lost and you're like, what in the actual heck are you talking about? What are you trying to get me to see? What are you trying to get me to do right now? Look at this. This is the Eras Tour, and a pixelized version of it, right? Because what we are going to do is take a color that is assigned to each era and then tapestry it with beads. Now, just to give you an idea of how big this tapestry is going to be, because I am actually insane, the little star one I showed you, that is about 30 by 30 stitches. Do you want to know how big the Eras Tour one is? 125 by 145. It's like 3 times as big. And listen, I could have made it smaller, okay? I easily could have, but I didn't want to because the text didn't come through. Now, I did the first part of this by myself, planning it out color-wise, because it took me literally 4 hours and I wasn't going to make you sit there with me for it, but I do want to walk you through what I did in case you want to do something like this by yourself. There is an absolutely wonderful crocheter whose name I cannot remember, who created a website called Crocheting, which I will link down below, that turns any picture into a pixelized version. And you can change the height, the width, how many colors you want it to be, you know, where you want to start when you crochet. Like, it is an absolutely amazing website. Please, please, please use it. But it didn't work exactly how I needed it to work for what the purpose I had was, so I also wrote it down on paper. Pretty much what I did is grabbed a picture of the Taylor Swift The Eras Tour logo from Google, put it into a Google presentation, and then arranged it so that it was vertical, like how I wanted the tapestry to be. Took a screenshot of that on my computer, and then uploaded that image into Crocheting. And then from there, I painstakingly wrote out every single row, and while I wrote it out, I changed the colors of the tapestry because obviously every single letter is a different color, and I did not color the picture before I put it into Crocheting. So these 3 papers right here have the instructions on how to make this thing, and, you know, like color coordinated on how to make this thing. Now, I would love to show you this and be like, oh, this is exactly what I'm going to do, but I don't know if it's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know if I wrote all of this down correctly. I am hoping that I did, but I won't know until I start putting it together. But if you are curious, I will eventually, very, very eventually, be releasing the pattern for this on my Ribbler, not on my Etsy. I'm not going to make y'all pay for this because I literally used AI to do it, right? Like, it doesn't feel right to me to sell the pattern, but I will be making it public, and I don't know if I've done it yet. Editing me will have to tell you, and if I haven't done it yet, I will probably have a release date for the pattern. So just look at the screen right now, and that is what you'll need to know if you want to make one for yourself. But with that being said, the first step of this tapestry is putting all of the beads on, and there are, I'm not kidding you, probably like 300 or 400 beads that I have to bead onto the yarn before I even do the crocheting part. And today I have a little bit of time to start beading these freaking beads onto this yarn. So we are going to sit on my floor and bead some beads onto yarn. I make wonderful, wonderful decisions. Okay, I couldn't be bothered to put my microphone on, so please ignore that. But I've done a total of beading 4 or 5 rounds, and I am already out of yellow beads, and that's an issue. So I need to run to Michael's to get more beads, but I'm gonna pick up yellow, the 1989 blue, the Midnight's blue, and I think I'll get a thing of, are these reds the same? Hold on. No, those reds are very different. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get some red too, because poor planning on my part, silly me thinking that my bead tray would have enough beads to do this. It does not. I'm also gonna pick up some black for reputation. But yeah, I need to go get more beads. I don't think I realized how big this is. Okay, I'm gonna run to Michael's and I'll be right back. Hello. Very long story short, I did end up getting my beads yesterday. However, it took me a very long time because my car broke down and I couldn't go anywhere. But I ended up picking up a whole bag of red beads, a whole bag of blue beads, and then another tray, like the same exact tray that I already have. There is a reason to it, okay? The freaking trays don't have the same colors as like the bags do. They are not similar at all. Like I couldn't even get away with it. So I decided to buy a whole nother tray and then change my red and my blue to be these because I thought that they matched the albums better. In case you don't know, this is Red and Midnight's, but the rest of the colors are in the tray. It's Fearless, Tortured Poets Department, 1989, and then Reputation are all in the tray, which is why I got a whole nother tray. Now, I don't know if this is going to be enough still. I don't know if my tray beads are going to be enough, but we're going to find out because I'm going to try to finish the first section of beading, which is the first 3 albums, Taylor Swift, Fearless, and Speak Now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the way there, but I'm going to try, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go back to beading and see how far I get. But that's kind of where I'm at, both mentally and in the project. So let us get back to beading. Okay, so I was gonna make a little time lapse because I'm like, oh, I totally have enough beads. I do not have enough beads. I have not made it halfway through the first 3 albums, and I have already used up that entire second tray, like the yellow ones for Fearless. And that just not cool, mate. Really not cool. But here is my plan. Because I can't go anywhere because my car is still broken down. I would go grab beads now, but I can't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to order 2 trays. 2 more trays of these beads, and then I will see you guys when I have them. I'm going to order them online, so they're going to take a couple days to get here, but I am determined to make it with the beads that I like. I'm not going to get beads that I don't like, so that is my plan. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with the rest of the tray of beads, but, you know, maybe we'll do more beaded crochet in the future. We'll find something to do with it, but until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm working on this thing again. It is the same day because I got my car back. And I went to Michael's and I picked up not 1, but 2 more trays of freaking beads. And I kept beading when I got home, right? Here's my pile. It's growing. I was almost done. I have 2 rows left and I'm out of yellow beads. And Michael's is closed. This project is gonna drive me to insanity. And I haven't even done 1 singular crochet stitch yet. I quit. We're outside and we're running because I just came to the conclusion that it's 8:30 and Michael's closes at 9. They're not closed. They're not closed. And I'm determined to finish this stupid tapestry. Oh my god. Please, please, please don't close. Please don't close. Okay, I'm gonna grab my beads. I'd just like to say I got my beads and I'm very proud. Okay, so it is a new day. But last night I did end up like finishing the entire of the first like beaded section because I bought my beads and I was determined to finish that, at least that part. That means that at this point I have beaded the. I still need to bead the eras and tour, which is what I'm gonna do now. So I'm very excited. If I run out of beads again, I'm going to commit a crime. I won't, but it's time for me to finally finish beading the rest of it. So I am determined to get it done today, so let's go do it. Let's go do the thing. Okay, so I have once again lost my microphone. Please ignore that. But it is a whole oh, did that fall off, or is that an extra bead that I left on the floor? We're gonna go with that fell off because it's not the right color. Sorry, had a mini panic there. Lost my microphone. Sorry about that. It is a day later, but that's because I did not want to receive project burnout. However, I have threaded all of my beads. They are all officially on the yarn, and I am very excited to finally start the actual crochet process of this. While I was putting the beads on, I did make a couple of changes already to the pattern, just based off how much of like white space is in between each of like the three words, because I put them together in Google slide presentations, and obviously the spacing isn't going to be perfect. So I did change that a little bit. But other than that, I am ready, steady, Freddy to start crocheting, and I'm actually very excited. So without further ado, let's actually start the crochet part of this project. Hello. So it's been a little bit under a week since we have last talked, and it's been a little bit under a week since I've started fully working on this project, but I'm spending a lot more time moving beads on this yarn than I am actually crocheting. I think in total of the amount of time I've spent working on it, crochet wise, it's been like probably 6 hours. Not exaggerating. And this is all that I have gotten done. I mean, it's all the way across, but this is our tapestry. It's looking great. But like I said, I'm spending most of my time moving beads. So this is what my floor currently looks like. All of that is yarn that I have moved through all of those beads, and it takes forever, for freaking ever to move those freaking beads. So I'm not like giving up, okay? I refuse. It's on my floor. I beaded all those beads. It took like 5 hours just to bead the beads. Like I'm here for it, right? But I was originally going to do 6 rounds of just white before starting the beads. However, with the amount of yarn that I am using and the fact that this is all the yarn I have left after using the little bit of this ball that I'm currently on, and I don't remember what brand or anything about this yarn, and I don't have any more. So I'm going to take it down to 4 rounds instead of 6. Same with in between the different letter or the words in between the words, how they have a little gap. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for those, but it is going to end up being smaller than I intended. Nonetheless, I am very excited because I'm officially on the round where we are going to start beating the tour. We're starting to bead tour, and I'm so excited. So that is what I'm going to go do, is start beading. Now we're going to go bead now, and I'm so excited, so incredibly excited. Okay, we are going to ignore the atrocious lighting of my bedroom this late at night because it is currently like 11:30 and I refuse to use that light up there. But let me show you where we're at. This is what our tapestry is currently looking like. This is the word tour. Do you see it? Tour. You see it? You see the vibe? You see it? But we have officially reached the point of that knot right there, which marks the point between the two balls of yarn, meaning we've started that one. And yes, all the beads are already on it, but like that doesn't count, you know, because I'm just now crocheting it. But I'm very excited, and I'm hoping to finish the word tour tonight. But we will see. We will see. I want to get this done. I'm at the point where like I just want to sit down and do this for 12 hours. So that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna sit down and work on a giant tapestry for 12 hours, and we're gonna do it together. So, welcome to tapestry time. I'm excited, and I hope you are too. Are you ready? Ready for another time lapse? It's actually looking so cool, and I'm very proud. Okay. For the following statement, I want you to know that I know murder is wrong. However, I was moving my beads down my yarn so I could continue on my tapestry. And while doing that, it goes all over my floor, including by my door. You see that? My door? And normally this isn't an issue. Except for my cat put his paw underneath the door and pulled the beads out towards him, which wasn't an issue. Until I pulled it back in, and he ate through the yarn. What do I mean by that? Let me show you. This is my pile. Yeah, and the other end is right here. And I know murder is wrong. I know murder is frowned upon. And I know that it's wrong. However, if you don't hear from my cat, he's fine. I'm going to bed, and I'm dealing with this tomorrow. Murder is wrong. Murder is wrong. Hello and good morning. I don't know why I was British, but I'm a little bit better in my right mind now that I've gotten over the fact that my cat ate through my yarn. It really was not that big of a deal, just had to restring some beads and make a little knot. But I have been working on this for probably 45 minutes now. Once again, don't know why I'm British. We're just gonna roll with the punches. Working on this for 45 minutes, and all I've been doing is moving the beads down the yarn. Like, it literally, mate, it takes more time than the crocheting itself. It's actually kind of wacky insane. I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm gonna continue to speak in an accent on and off. I'm so sorry. But I've continued to make the beads, you know, yarn. I got a little yarn pool. I'm gonna go crochet that here in a second. But I realized I'm walking, but I'm not walking away. Well, I am, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not leaving. My yarn ball is right here. Yeah, this is all the yarn I have left. And I pulled it from the center. It is deflated. I can't move it, otherwise my beads will get tangled. But, I'm not gonna have enough yarn to finish this. So, I've come to a conclusion here today that this is gonna have to be a two-part thing. Normally, I would just go out and grab my yarn. Okay, I would leave right now and do it, but my car broke down again, and I still don't have it back, and it's been 3 days. So, I'm kind of stuck with what I have here, and I genuinely do not have any more of that yarn, and I refuse to use a different kind of yarn. Like, I'm not gonna do a weird split looking thing. Here is the plan for the rest of part 1 of this freaking tapestry. I am going to continue doing what I am doing, moving my beads down my yarn, and then crocheting as far as I can until my depleted yarn ball over here has like maybe 10 feet left with all of the beads on it. Like 10 feet of yarn, and then it's the yarn that has the beads on it. You get what I'm saying? So I won't like completely finish the ball of yarn that I currently have. However, I am not going to rebead all of these beads onto string again because that took me 5 hours alone, and I'm no. So I hope that you're okay with my decision, and if not, I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intention to do it in 2 parts. I was trying to finish it, but I don't have time to make another video before Saturday, and also have this. You get to what I'm saying? I'm kind of in a pickle here. Either way, I'm not like stressed about it. It's not the end of the world. At least I didn't like pick a yarn that's limited edition or something. I don't think that I did. I did lose the label to this yarn. So, I know it's Yarn Bee. I know that much. And I know it's from Hobby Lobby. But that's about the extent of my knowledge. So, later me will have to deal with that. Me who has a car will have to deal with that. But I just thought it would be nice to give you a little update. Here's what my room looks like while working on this project. My mom hates me for it. She says I need to clean my room, and I've tried to explain to her, I'm like, Mom, I am having creative genius ideas. I'm aware that my floor looks weird and that the pile's growing because I can't get into my bed to put my stuff away. But hey, you know, you live and you learn. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go finish the part of the tapestry that we can. I'm hoping to get at least the word tour done, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to be so honest with you guys. Let's go do the wonderful crochet tapestry stuff. Hello and good morning for the final workday of the tapestry until I get more yarn. Dude, this has been happening the past couple of freaking days. Every time I try to film something, an accent comes out of my mouth and I can't stop it. I'm so sorry. Criminy crickets. Okay, my complete silly gooseness aside, I did work on the project a little bit off camera last night after time-lapse land because I made the so stupid decision to pull out the rest of the yarn that I can use. Like the part of it that I'm not going to use is currently on top of my gecko's tank. Everybody say hello to Echo the gecko. He's actually sleeping. It's currently being held on top of my gecko's tank by my book that I want to read. So I gotta fix that. But then if you look at my floor and if you follow the yarn, yeah, this has led to so many knots, and I need to move all those beads over there. Yay. So that is business order number 1. I'm gonna do a time lapse, move all those beads, because I kid you not, it's probably gonna take me like upwards of an hour. And then we can finish the crocheting that I have to do. That I can do, you know? Sorry, I woke up very early, had an energy drink, and I'm on some just dumb stuff right now. But that's my plan. I've set aside my entire morning so I can do this. I'm actually really excited though. I mean, that's your update. I have beads to move down yarn and then yarn to turn into a tapestry. So with that, I'm off to go do what I said I was going to do. I have crocheted as much as I can crochet with the yarn that I have, and I didn't even get through the first word, but I'm very proud. So let me show you what we have so far. Here it is. Dude, oh my gosh. Isn't that so cool? Don't look at that. This is the point I was able to get to with my project, and I am so incredibly proud of it. I would hold it up and show it to you, but the beads are actually so heavy that when I hold the two ends, the middle bows backwards and in, so you can't see the entire thing. But when it is done, I do have this stick that I'm hoping it'll fit on. Never mind, the stick is too small. That's okay. I'll just have to get a bigger stick. But I am very proud of my tour sign so far. I mean, you can almost make out the word tour. I have like 6-7 rows left of that word, and then I have the eras, but I am so incredibly proud of it. I think it looks so cool, and I cannot wait to hang it up in my room. I cannot wait. But yeah, that is all of the work that I'm going to be doing on it today. I really wish I could do more, but I genuinely can't. I still don't have my car. I still haven't heard from them, and I don't have any yarn. So it was really fun to start this project with you guys. I don't think I've ever had to do a part 2 in my life. I normally don't because I hate part 2s, but it's gonna have to happen this time, and I'm very sorry for that. But I hope you did enjoy doing this first part of it with me. I know that I had a whole bunch of fun, and I hope that you did too. Let me know what you think of it so far. Do you think I should have made it smaller? I probably should have made it a little bit smaller. That was a rhetorical question. But like, give me your thoughts, you know? And of course, if you have any other things you want to see me do, I am more than willing to add it to my list. My list is never ending, always growing, and I love your guys' ideas. But yeah, that is all that I have for you today. Thank you again so much for joining me, and I cannot wait to see you next Saturday. Bye!